If you're a guy who actually values his health and fitness, his personal development, right, building the mind and body of the man you're striving to become, then this analogy will probably click for you. When it comes to building your mindset in terms of learning, acquiring knowledge, absorbing information designed to enhance your creativity and productivity, understand that the act of consumption is the exact same as hitting a workout in the gym. Yes, you can frame it as training for the body and the other for the mind if that helps. But what I'm really trying to highlight is the fact that the action itself does not produce the outcome. Inputs made within both learning and training do not immediately reflect the output. You don't build muscle in the gym, right? You build muscle outside of it through nutrition, through your recovery. But with mindset, most people don't necessarily view it as the same. Even with myself, I noticed I would read the self-help books, watch the podcast, consume the educational content, but I wasn't actually internalizing any of the powerful insights and ideas that I was obtaining, allowing them to actually stick within my overall being so that I could go out and apply them to my life. The reason for that was because I believed mindset training was supposed to deliver immediate outcomes. That as soon as I consumed the content, I needed to go out and apply it instantly, or else I didn't learn anything. That I needed to take all of these notes for every book, video, article that I consume to facilitate for that mental alignment. All this does is keep my focus on the effort without allowing the outcome to naturally reveal itself. The same way your body naturally reveals the developed physique through your training, you need to allow your mind to naturally deliver you the ideas that actually matter. Because another thing about consuming was that I felt everything I was learning had to be applied. But what I've come to realize is that the best ideas come when you aren't even trying to have them. Actually going out and applying what you learn can't be forced or premeditated. It's supposed to come naturally and organically. Opening yourself to allow things to play out in their highest form possible. That statement alone is something I affirm to myself every single morning. So I will say it again, right? Opening yourself to allow for things to play out and occur in their highest form possible. Because the guys who have been on top of their fitness for years viscerally understand this when it comes to physique development, whether they realize it or not. There genuinely comes a point where you simply trust your body to align itself, to build the muscle, lose the fat, digest and absorb the fuel you provided. Don't overthink your training, nutrition, or recovery because you understand your body so well. But what I'm understanding now is that you need to equally trust your mind to align itself. Whenever you set that intention to actually go out and learn something online or from a book, don't go in feeling as though you need to take all of this action, right? Take all of these notes so that you remember the things you learn. Instead, trust that your mind is already internalizing all of the information that genuinely matters. Insights and ideas that will actually move the needle for you. And from my own experience, true creativity stems first from the heart and soul and is then later delivered to the mind. Ego-based learning gears you towards how much content can I consume, how much action can I take, how many notes can I write down. As a result, you become trapped in a never-ending cycle of learning without actually internalizing anything. How I've personally been able to break out of that cycle is extremely simple. I go in with a single intention every time I want to consume or learn something. For example, lately I've been spamming books on spirituality like reality transurfing and power now. It's over there somewhere. So the intention I have within reading these books is simply to expose myself to any ideas that will align and enhance me spiritually. Reinforce that I am in control of reality and connected to both myself and a higher power. Building my relationship with the universe and acting in accordance with it daily. So with that intention in the back of my head, the work is already done. In the past, I would have taken all of these notes and tried so hard to come up with how I can apply these principles to my life. Now I allow the intention to deliver the intuition that aligns with what I consume. Because the real work was never the external inputs of note-taking or brainstorming. It was always the inner work, right? The internal inputs that were the highest ROI. It's why recovery is far, far more important than training when it comes to overall health. The external act of lifting does not compare at all to the inner healing your body goes through in sleep. So it's no different when it comes to building your mindset and unlocking that creative genius within you. Anything I consume now, I simply set the intention and trust that my mind will internalize whatever it is that I need to align towards that 2.0 self. So from doing this, it might be hours or days later where I just randomly remember something that I read or learned about. Specific moments and opportunities that finally allow me to actually apply what I've learned now that I've fully internalized it. Just like that, I've converted consumption into creation without forcing anything to happen. Zero overthinking, zero analysis paralysis, zero mental masturbation involved. Just pure aligned action taken from what God delivered to my mind based on the content I exposed myself to. Simply because I projected conviction within how my mind is naturally designed to receive those downloads from my soul. Because it's your heart that attunes to the correct information and your mind that then receives it. As I mentioned, it's your ego that craves the role of finding those ideas, finding those insights, even though it's your soul's job to do so. So through all of this, I want you to leave with one key takeaway. Give your mind room to internalize whatever it is that you seek to learn and apply within your life. Every piece of content, book, podcast, whatever, set the intention, expose yourself to the info, and leave it at that. Because the work has already been done, and now it's simply a matter of allowing your inner world to process it, allowing the deeper subconscious parts of your being to piece together what it is you've just learned, letting go of the need to overthink or overanalyze and simply carrying on with your life. The same way you can just walk out of the gym and trust your body to align itself towards that dream physique. Allow yourself to consume and trust that your mind will convert it into a means for creation, for building the life you desire by way of taking that intuitive action designed for you specifically, cultivating the identity of the man you're striving to become internally and externally. At the end of the day, that's truly what it's all about when I speak so passionately on mind, body, soul alignment to unlock that highest version of yourself. Before I end this video, you know I cannot skip out on the actionable for alignment, because above all, I want anyone watching to actually internalize and apply this to their own life, intentionally consuming content designed to enhance your life rather than mindlessly doing so. So the next time you have the desire to learn or engage in those forms of mental training, experiment with that simple 3-step framework of setting the intention, absorbing the information, and allowing it to internalize. And what I've personally found works best within actually receiving those downloads is immediately taking my mind away from the piece of content itself, because presence and mindfulness are the only times where the downloads can actually happen. The ideas click, the intuition hits, the aligned actions reveal themselves. So I'll almost always go on a walk whilst reading or listening to an audiobook or video. And as soon as I consume whatever it is I intend on learning, I stop and just continue on with the walk, sitting with my thoughts without distraction and actually allowing my mind and soul to piece together the information. And more often than not, the downloads come in a way that I would have genuinely never expected them to. Because no amount of brainstorming or mental masturbation compares to when you just simply allow the ideas to flow into you, all because you allowed the mind to internalize what the soul resonated with. And if it helps, keep that fitness analogy in the back of your head when it comes to building and strengthening your mindset. Do the work and trust your mind to build that mental muscle through internalization, the same way you trust your body to reveal the physique through proper recovery. Nonetheless, if this resonated at all in terms of seeking that holistic alignment across mind, body, and soul, building the physique, the mindset, the overall identity of the man you're striving to become. And we are cut from the same cloth in terms of pursuing that authentic self-mastery for ourselves. So I've just been personally documenting my own journey within that pursuit of unlocking that 2.0 self as part of 365 Aligned. Sharing absolutely everything I've learned these past 2 to 3 years across fitness, across personal development, across spirituality within this year-long commitment I made at the start of 2026. So if that's something you're genuinely interested in, stick around for more episodes and peep some of the OG ones while you're at it. Tap into the Twitter as well for more daily downloads and real-time documentation of what I'm actually doing day to day, actions I'm taking, thoughts, ideas that I'm getting. As always though, appreciate you for investing your time and eyeballs towards this video. Leverage internalized consumption within mentally aligning yourself towards that highest version of self and keep becoming you, but 2.0. But with that, stay aligned.